But I want to talk about. I'm going to post this on the website, on my website, thebeautifulpanic.com. This will be the first episode, and I just want to sort of tell you guys about myself. I'll use this show to answer any questions about, the work that I've posted there, my writings, and I'm going to be posting some videos and stuff like that. Hopefully it actually finds some people. We can have some discussions about, sort of my belief system, my frame of mind, I guess. And so this episode, since obviously this is the first one, there's going to be no questions yet. I want to call this one. It's a discussion, a study of sorts on what is evil. And because I find that people are quick to dismiss things when they have a label. Everybody has that sort of reference, that old culture that said that they didn't name. I don't know. They wouldn't put a name to earth or something like that, or water or something, because it devalued it. Once you name it, you dismiss it as something that you know already everything about. So I wanted to sort of ask some questions that would. I just wanted to put make it a more complex thing than what most people, because people are just, as I said, people are quick to dismiss something heinous as, oh, those people are just evil. Those people are just, they must be insane. They must not be people, the people that do this. And I want to, make you think a little bit about that, sort of, maybe expand your mind on that. So, perfect example is, can you justify an evil act for the sake of science, for the sake of learning, for the benefit of humanity as a whole? And I think of this doctor, this doctor, I forgot his name already. I'll put up a reference underneath, a description underneath the video or the audio, and I'll put the doctor in the experiment. With the experiment, basically, he wanted to see the effect of social isolation on a thing, a living thing. He would have preferred, but knew that it would be too evil to rip a newborn infant away from its mother, a human infant, and just leave it in a room, totally hygienic, cleaned, but no contact with the baby, at all. You would feed it, no soothing, no caressing, no emotional connection whatsoever would the baby be allowed for this experiment to work. So it would just be the feeding, the cleaning, and that's it. Make sure that the baby doesn't get sick because of any outside factors, any sort of, and so he couldn't do it. He couldn't take a infant away from its mother, so he did the next best thing. He took I think it was a chimpanzee, a baby chimpanzee, away from its mother, newborn chimpanzee, and kept it in a locked room. Cleaned the room, fed the chimp, left food there, and pretty soon, what started to happen was that the baby, the infant, as it grew to it just, I guess it was living, but even in terms of, and this is going to sound horrible, but even in terms of a chimp, it wasn't at all like a living being. It would curl up in a ball in the corner of the room. It would stare off into nothing, and then pretty soon, I'm assuming just to feel something, it started biting at its own skin, tearing off pieces of its own skin. Now this is horrible. This is horrifying, and this was done to this chimp by a doctor, a scientist who wanted to see the effects of social isolation on a living thing. We do this all the time in mice, we experiment. And, to some people it's not even, not unless a human is involved. But there's a lot of people who would consider that just completely, utterly horrific behavior from a human being. Even in the for the sake of science, it's something just unjustifiable. And so, but it sort of begs the question as to, because one can make this correlation to almost anybody if you begin to rationalize it in terms of what is in the sake of you.
A gun in this house, Thomas?
But they put these back in the gun belt.
Maybe we'll have to get something and tie him down. Are you crazy?
It's empty.
So that was it. A gun.
It's a pity.
It's stupid. These wild ones, I keep picking bullets out of them and setting their bones. Why? It's their destiny to wind up.
desires that they have, and you regulate what is in society. The superorganism in itself does a very good job of regulating what should be explored and what shouldn't, because they know that in certain areas of exploration there's nothing but pain and sadness and just complete, just horrifying behavior that victimizes people, and so, but I mean, Hitler, everybody, the prototypical ultra evil person, Hitler, it was doing what he did for the sake of exploring, even though it was a falsehood that he and the people around him invented. They were trying to explore the possibility of a superior race and fulfilling a destiny of, we are the better human on this planet, so let's see if we can take over the world, and if we can, we will prove that we are the superior human on this planet. And you can go right down the line, Charles Manson. Charles Manson was exploring the power that he had and exploring what would happen if, I'm going to take a drink of coffee here. And exploring what would happen if he, just what would happen, what would be where would I guess with Charles Manson it would be something akin to because he specifically had a plan, was the racial war, and that sort of, goes into Hitler in a way, and then a lot of these guys sort of have that mentality because they feel they're a part of the superior group, and their superiority in itself needs an anchor to grab on to, well, why are you so superior? And it's like, well, I'm a part of the lineage, and that's why a lot of these people also connect themselves to Jesus, and then some would say that Jesus did the same thing by connecting himself to the lineage of King David. And so, there needs to be that anchor to ground it. And sorry, I apologize if you're a religious person and have, take offense to me comparing Jesus to Charles Manson. But and that's the thing, I mean, my sister, she loves cults, but she loves the story and that she's fascinated by it, but sometimes I feel that she sort of is quick to dismiss the people involved in these stories and totally I don't know, I guess there's a disconnect because she doesn't see them as human, and I don't want to put words in her mouth, but this is when she talks about it or something, it's sort of more entertainment, and so it's perfectly understandable because it's just entertainment. You don't want to dig into, my God, these are real people, but then in that sort of insulated mindset of, I'm just watching this to be entertained, you're quick to dismiss these people as just insane. And the thing is that all throughout history, like she says, like they must be insane, because one of the big things that she says is like how, the fact that they hurt children, You know, there's a documentary.
ここはプールに近いトイレ。めったに人も来ない用を足すには最高のスポット。ここは男子トイレ。間違いなく男子トイレだ。
I forgot the name of the cult, but it's a very good YouTube channel called Blame It on George. Did a documentary on this cult with CIA ties, and she was just sort of horrified by a lot of the crimes that this particular cult committed was against children, and so she was just like, they must be completely fucking nuts, not human. But the thing is that you go down the line of history, and someone like Julius Caesar, right? Because Julius Caesar, one of the greatest humans and conquerors in the history of mankind, and Julius Caesar had no problem giving his army orders to kill an entire city of women and children. That's just what war was, and it happens in war all the time. And so, and a perfect example is, what are you willing to die for? What are you willing to kill for? And to a lot of people, that
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Carrot from a garden.
I found these out in the road. They belong to a fellow named Quirt Evans. I understand you're a friend of his. I thought maybe you'd see that he gets them back.
Leave him here. I'll see that he gets them. That Quirt. He'd lose his shirt if it was buttoned on. Careless about everything. I keep telling him, sooner or later he...
On second thought, you can just tell me where he is, and I'll take him on back to him myself. Where is Quirt Evans?
You mean, where is he?
You ever notice how a fellow keep repeating the question when he's stalling about answering?
Yeah. Maybe if I bend this gun over his head, he'll quit stalling.
Well, gentlemen, I hardly know Quirt Evans.
Uh-oh. He lies, too. You've been bragging all over town what good friends you two are. This fella ain't got many good qualities, has he? Sit down, friend. Maybe that'll help your memory. I'm asking about Quirt Evans.
Well, all I know is...